Hello, everyone, and welcome to Perspectives. This is the home edition, of course, and it's going to be the home edition for quite a while, I'm afraid. I'm glad you're here. I've got a little bit of a cold, but everything's on the mending side. Let's see, what have we got? Oh, I need to pass on a little bit of good information, good news for you. I know you're getting bombarded with bad news, what with the pandemic that's going on and all. There's been a report out, and I want to make sure that you know about it. The Tulsa Public School District is reporting that they've seen improvements in the graduation rates and third grade testing proficiency last year. Good news for Tulsa Public Schools. Lord knows they can use any good news they can get, especially the teachers knowing what they're facing. Today, the first part of our get together, we got a fellow we've never had on before, and that's a shame, and it's our fault. We're going to try to rectify that down the road and have him back. His name is Don Morris. Don is the executive director, and I want to make sure, Don, I get this right. First of all, welcome. You're the executive director of Oklahoma Works, and have I got it kind of capsulized correctly?
Yeah, absolutely.
Explain it for us. What is Oklahoma Works?
It's the official name of our department is the Oklahoma Office of Workforce Development. And so we use the branding Oklahoma Works to define all of our partners working together to help Oklahomans get to work. We have a two-part mission to help people find work or find the work that they need, and to help employers find the people that they need. We're the matchmaker in between that drives the workforce talent pipeline for the state of Oklahoma.
Well, as it stands, and I'm sure you know better than anybody on this program today, the jobless rates are on the increase. So there are a lot of folks out there that need work. Plus, we've got more than enough veterans looking for work as well. Have you a facility or some sort of program that can help veterans?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a personal passion as a veteran myself that we work with veterans, and we do a lot for veterans. You can learn more about that at our Oklahoma Military Connection.org is our webpage for that. But one of the cool things that we're doing coming up next week on the 30th, we're working with OESC, Oklahoma Department of Veteran Affairs, Oklahoma National Guard, Career Tech for Vets, all of us working together to bring several employers into a virtual hiring event. First time I think Oklahoma has done something like this specific to veterans. We do it 5 or 6 times a year. We'll hold hiring events for veterans as well as military spouses. This event, it promises to be huge. We've got major employers. Tinker is one tickler that I'll put out there. We've got a lot of opportunities for veterans to find jobs next week, and that's our hope and prayer.
You know, I got to tell you, there's a story that came out, must have been about 5 years ago. A bottling plant was looking for somebody to drive a forklift to move bottles from one end of the plant to the other on a pallet. And the first guy they interviewed was a veteran. And they said, "Do you have any experience driving a forklift?" He said, "No, but I've driven a unit that's like a forklift, only it's larger." And well, what did you move? He said, "I moved bombs." Well, he got the job. You know, they knew their glass would be safe in safe hands. You also are open to anybody that's lost their job during the pandemic. Am I correct?
Yeah, absolutely. We always help people who are, by our definition, a dislocated worker. And so anyone who's lost their jobs or looking to upskill or reskill. We also work with people who are first time entering the workforce or re-entering the workforce from being home for health reasons, or even folks that have been justice involved. So we help people that also are entering the workforce. We have a very specific COVID response plan right now. Really trying to help Oklahoma pick up the pieces. We know there are thousands of people out there still looking for work and trying to sustain meaningful income and that sort of thing. And so we've put together some really great virtual training programs that can help people make a difference during this time.
You are a state agency, correct?
Yes.
Do they have to come to Oklahoma City?
They do not. We operate, there are 6 local workforce boards across the state, and we operate 32 workforce centers around the state through those boards. And so there are a lot of touch points in towns, several in the Northeast Oklahoma area, one in Claremore specifically, where people can go in and get connected to not just workforce benefits, also unemployment, Department of Rehab Services, Career Tech's a partner of ours. We can get people connected to TANF and SNAP and what other benefits they may need. Our job is to remove every barrier a person might have between their current state and getting to work. And
I
so,
understand. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Sure. No, so that's really the best place to connect with us now. And there's an interactive map on our webpage to find the center that's nearest to you.
I understand you also, if there's a need for it, can help folks with credentials.
Absolutely.
How does that work?
Yeah, one of the big programs that we're running right now, we have numerous credentials, people that are gaining CDL, for example, LPNs and CNAs and those type things. We see a lot of that activity with workforce. But right now, we're running a mentored learning program through CompTIA. And this specifically is designed if someone's interested in an IT type of career, which is obviously has come to the forefront lately. People interested in an IT career can come to our webpage, click on the red COVID response banner, and get connected to certifications in A+, Network Plus, and Security Plus. These certifications are in demand for 45 different employers in Oklahoma. And so not only do we provide the training, but that program also has job placement. And so we're not just going to train a person, we're actually going to make sure they connect to employment.
Sounds to me like you're much more than just a job fair.
Absolutely.
As a state agency, clearly you have your finger in the pulse, but you're also available all through the week.
Absolutely. These are programs that have gone on long before the pandemic. But they don't get a lot of attention and that sort of thing. And so one positive thing about the environment we're in today is it's given us an opportunity to declare September as Workforce Development Month in our state and really take an aggressive approach to letting people know that there is help and there is hope out there. We're overseen by the Governor's Council for Workforce and Economic Development. And the goal of the Governor's Council is to have people not only bounce back to where they were prior to the pandemic, but to actually come out of this situation stronger. That is our goal. Those are the great stories we want to hear, and we're already starting to hear some of those.
Well, I hope you're keeping a scrapbook. It sounds to me like the kind of thing you really deserve to be able to brag about it. What about job training or skills training? Is that available as well?
Yeah, it certainly is. We've got in a couple different areas. If a person is just looking for some of those soft skills or entry-level computer skills, yeah, just to up their ability, that time, if you've always said, I need to learn Microsoft Office, I need to learn QuickBooks or Adobe, some of this stuff, we've got that available through a program called Level Up Oklahoma. There's actually 5,000 high-quality online training courses through that one. And so once a person enrolls, you have that available for 180 days through a company called Metrics. Really a great thing that's going on, and we're seeing several people enrolled in that already. And then probably the most exciting one in terms of skills, we've got one called 180 Skills Program that provides 13 career program certifications in logistics, aerospace manufacturing, and advanced manufacturing. So this is the time. Those are key areas of commerce in our state. This is the time to get that certification, and that can also lead to certification through the National Science Foundation's Space Tech. And so this is a chance to really get excited about something better maybe than the person was doing before the pandemic.
That's terrific news. Okay, we got about 2.5 minutes left. Let me go back just a little bit if I could. Somebody's watching this show who may or may not be a veteran, but they need help. What's the first step they should take?
The very first thing a person should do is go to oklahomaworks.gov. All one word, oklahomaworks.gov. The first thing that you'll see there is a big red COVID response banner. click on that and get connected to all of the programs that we're talking about. But also, our entire site is full of information about how a person can upskill or reskill or find that career that they've been looking for, and also get connected to supportive services.
So that's that simple.
It's that simple, and there's an interactive map that you can go and pick the workforce center closest to you. I would, in today's environment, call the center and let them know that you're coming, try to make an appointment. Whether a center is open or closed varies by city, as we know right now, and so it's probably a good idea to call ahead before coming.
When they first get into the computer program, I'm working here under the assumption that they can do that from morning through into the evening, can't they?
Right, self-paced, absolutely. And we can if a person is interested in that program and doesn't have the computer they need, for example, we can assist with those type things as well.
Really?
If someone is in a position where they have barriers to work, I'll challenge you to come to one of our workforce centers and see if we can't remove that barrier. We do a lot of different things to help Oklahoma have a workforce and help Oklahomans have a job.
You know, I heard someone say, and hand to God, I heard somebody say just the other day, I'm going to have to sell my computer just to put food on the table. I mean, there are folks out there right now that are desperate.
Absolutely.
Well, listen.
That really is the time. That really is the time that a person should come to Oklahoma Works Center, reach out to us through our webpage, get connected, and let us connect you to the benefits that are available. There's a massive amount. Oklahoma's done very good. We got $1 million grant just specific to dislocated workers that we're working through now. There's a lot of opportunity and job training and other things available. So we're asking people, don't throw in the towel. Come and see us, and let's help you make a difference.
Hey, Don, thanks for coming by. Absolutely. And if you don't mind, I'd like to have you on again down the road. Is that possible?
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Well,
love to.
We'll make sure we do that. Don Morris, thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
We're going to take a short break. We'll be back with more